Thing's gonna be like this morning. Let's see. All right, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel and medical field personnel. Shout out to the construction workers, heavy equipment operators. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. If you're up and out to get your honest bread, you're not rob nobody, you're not killing and stealing and all these things, then you're out to get your honest bread. Yes, shout out to you. Shout out to the people them who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You're a good person. You deserve some respect. Shout out to you for that one. Here we are on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Happy hump day, everybody. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday, right? Let me double. Happy hump day? Yeah. Wednesday, November 15th. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in and blessings this morning. Boy, we're going to keep it kind of short this morning, but, short and effective. Seeing this morning won't be a long, drawn out morning. Let me hail up some people and then we get into our topics, I should say. So shout out to take it from the very top, Miss Goldie Robinson. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Miss Goldie Robinson is not only over here, she's on my other channel as well, which is Brainflow TV. I've been telling people for the longest that the other channel name is Hot Topics TV. And I'll say it again. I realize that that's not the name of the channel. That's just a side, like in Jamaica or in the Caribbean where them give a nickname, like your name is Anthony Jones, that's your name on your birth certificate, but them call you Didi or them call you some kind of other name, something like that, right? So that's what I did with that, and I thought YouTube gave us the rights to the name, but it didn't. So anywhere you look up the channel, it's Brainflow TV, BRAINFLO TV over there. So shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson always being there. There's a couple of other people that are over there as well. That channel is doing very good. It's picking up fast, and I'm happy about that as well. We're doing things right, and it's about that. Lester Steph is in the building. Lady J is here. Marilyn Grant, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Lovely Aneka is in the building this morning. Lovely Aneka, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Y'all can go over to Lovely Aneka as well. Click the link and see what her content is all about. Crystal G, Kaz Robinson, Sharon Spence, Audrey Wright says morning fam and present teacher. Roxy 21 is in the house. Missy Brom Brom, sis, you're here. Thank you for being here. Karen Notice, thank you for being here. Rasta Caribbean is in the house this morning. Debbie Jervis is here. Yvonne Wallace is here. Senior Sexy is here. Marilyn Grant's here. Virtuous Fire is in the building. Momo, thank you for being here this morning. Darlene Walter Riley is with us. Naturally yours. Good day, everyone. Tuning in from the UK. Karen Mason, big up to a UK family. Big up to our Canadian family as well. And other parts of Europe, not just the UK. BM is in the building. Karen Mason is with us. Tracy Ann is here. Ras Jada. Ras Jada, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Ella A is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here as well. If I didn't call your name, you already know how it go. Virtuous Fire, Dorothy T. Live through Erica TV. There you are. Angel D. Audrey Wright says, look how me late. I'll can over the answer somebody pande Melly video. Yep, you're another one. Big up yourself and thank you too. So you seen the video I put up this morning with the YNW Melly update, right? With the change of start date for the trial and all that other stuff. We keep up with other things over on the other channel. I don't want to mix the Caribbean stuff and Jamaican stuff and all that with the other channel. I just want the other channel to have a completely different feel. Seeing? I've had to block a couple of Jamaicans from coming over there, and I know they're Jamaicans because them type in a patois, and it's accurate patois, and they have issues. I don't know. People don't like to see you diversify and do other things. I guess why y'all do it so much channel, and then they keep making new accounts to come back to ask the same thing or to do some negative commenting over there. You should leave this alone. Why don't you stick to? One person said a couple of days ago, you should leave this alone. You're not American. Why don't you stick to your Jamaican stuff and report on dance hall music and Jamaican news and leave American stuff alone? And I knew right away that it was a Jamaican that was typing it. Why don't you stick to reporting dance hall music? And a Yankee would have never said that, right? So, but anyhow, more power to them. We don't stop for nothing. We keep moving. So that's that. Audrey Wright says, morning, classmates. Rosalind Michael is with us this morning. Onika St. John is here as well. Big up on herself. Devin Gale, thank you for being here. Karen Notice and Jazzy Lady is in the building. Hey, let's start off with the obvious. The icon of the video has 5 faces on it. Sad friggin' story. I speak about, I don't want this to be, oh, he's just doing a story where 5 people died in one incident just because it's exciting and that's what people want to hear. I'm not excited about that. I'm sad about it. I'm sad about it because easily could have been me, right? I'm sad about it and I speak about these things that are dear to me because they are dear to me first. Before I even go looking to impress an audience with content, the content has to resonate with me first. Therefore, I speak about the content from a genuine place. I'm in Jamaica a lot and I traverse these same roads. One of the main reasons, and remember, I know I'm the one that's always telling people too. I say, if you haven't been back to Jamaica in a while, please, you don't know Jamaica because Jamaica is developing so fast, like roads everywhere, paved roads, foreign looking roads, highways here, there. The places that it used to take you 2, 3 hours to get to, you can get to them in 30 minutes now. It's a whole different Jamaica going on. I tell people that some people are like, SouFlo, I'm scared to drive there. Yeah. 2022 coming into 2023, the last report we had leading up to the new year, it said with hours away from ringing in 2023, Jamaica has recorded 477 deaths on their roads by accidents alone. I keep saying this. This is not old people dying from old age, aging out. This isn't people being killed by diseases. This isn't people being killed by a gunman in a robbery or shootout or accidental death or anything like that. This is just dying on the roads from accidents. 477 in a small island like Jamaica, leading up to the new year of 2023. Today, as we stand, from January to August, it was already 277, and we still hadn't counted the rest of August because that was until the 1st of August. So we have the whole August, September, October, November, which we're in now, and now we're in mid November, an extra 4 months. I'm sure we've hit that number already again. This accident right here that happened on a piece of road that I frequently traverse when I'm in Jamaica. So you can see my concern. One of my biggest fears, even though I don't really walk with fear still, I move with God, not with fear, but you still have concerns. You have to have concern because you're not in control of all things. You know what I'm saying? So you could go out there and be the best defensive driver in the world, and one crazy person decide to and just run up in your car, and now you're in some kind of critical condition or don't make it back home from your little vacation getaway, whatever it is. So I'm always concerned about that. I'm on the roads in Jamaica, I'm driving, I see how my fellow Jamaicans drive. Even when I bring my videos back from Jamaica, there's people in the comment section that say, afraid, man. Speed up, man. You can't drive faster than that. Oh, SouFlo, you're stuck behind the same truck for too long. You know, in Jamaica, you could overtake, right? And I encourage you to not do it. I don't care. First of all, if you're on vacation in Jamaica or you took a break from foreign to go a yard, There's no reason for you to be hurrying anywhere. You don't have no one bag of appointments to go anywhere. You're not on the clock. You don't have to clock into work in 30 minutes else they're going to fire you. I'm pretty sure. So why go there and die there? Right? It could be avoided. Or you could do your best to avoid certain things. This situation was tragic. They were looking for the taxi driver, and this morning update says the taxi driver was in police custody because he ran away from the scene after the incident happened. Right. So the taxi driver who reportedly fled the scene of the collision in Bluefields, Westmoreland on Monday afternoon, which resulted in 5 fatalities, turned himself in on Tuesday and had already been slapped with charges of causing death by dangerous driving. He is scheduled to appear in the Westmoreland Parish Court on Wednesday, November 15th, which is today, to answer to these charges. He turned himself in yesterday. His name has not yet been released to the public. The Westmoreland police confirmed that he turned himself in. He ran away from the scene first, and then he started contacting the police officers offline, right? Want to turn myself in, but me afraid to me in enough trouble and rah rah rah. Me have my side of the story. They said, come on in and tell your story. Tell your side of the story. According to the police reports, about 3:30 p.m. on Monday, the Noah model taxi with 6 people in it were traveling towards White House when the vehicle it was traveling behind suddenly slowed down. The cab driver swerved to avoid a collision because he probably was following that vehicle too close or probably wasn't paying attention, and the vehicle slowed down suddenly, which caused him to have to swerve to not hit that vehicle. In doing so, the taxi swerved into a oncoming truck that was coming the other direction, opposite direction, coming towards them. Before that, before careening off the road into the bushes and hitting a tree. And upon hitting that tree, you know what happened next. 3 people died on the spot. 2 people were taken to the hospital. They later succumbed to their injuries, and the deceased has been identified as. I'll name out the deceased and more because there's another article that actually has all their pictures, which I put up on the icon. I want their deaths to be not in vain because this is what I noticed happening. You see, the same way how we're now, as Jamaicans, we are desensitized to murder, is the same way we have become desensitized to our traffic deaths. There's no way that a small island like Jamaica should be having 500 people dying per year on the road just in traffic accidents. I see them drive on the road. They don't care. A lot of people that drive on the road in Jamaica do not care. They fly past you. And if you're blocking their way, you will see them drive up next to you and do some hand signal like this, like them. I say, come off of the Ross Clark Road, man. You can't drive. Ying, and they're gone. I don't care. I'm not intimidated. I'm driving as slow and safe as I can. 99.999% of the time, actually 100% of the time, I have children with me and I have my wifey with me. So I'm definitely not going to speed anyways. But even if I'm by myself, I'm still not speeding anyways, right? Right. Here's the gist of this all. Just to see these people crying and to know that so many families were affected in one incident, one accident, we're desensitized to it. So every day we see this. There's an accident almost every day on the roads in Jamaica where fatalities come from the accident. But and I'm saying to myself, like, okay, now the people who traverse that same piece of road, this is gonna be a wake-up call for them. And it's not. It's not a wake-up call for them. Morning, Elaine. It's not a wake up call for them. They don't care. They get out there and them drive the same way. Just like how we say, damn, there was a triple murder yesterday, then a double murder today, and then a murder tomorrow, and a next murder the next day. Like, somebody is going to start saying stop. And what ends up happening is we don't say stop, we end up becoming desensitized to it. Like, sure, car crash, 2 people dead, regular thing that man. Next, may I look for some more exciting news. What go on? Yeah, bus crash, rollover over gully this morning, 3 people dead. Rotted. Yo, we need to be careful upon the road, you know. Flip the page, moving right along. What go on next? Like, there is no outrage, there is no concern. The question is, what can be done to make this thing stop happening? You see, I'm of the belief, right, that if you don't advocate for something, especially when it's close to you, it eventually ends up touching you. And when it eventually ends up touching you, that's when you're going to want to ball out. Lord God, if you live to ball out, Lord God, somebody need to do something about this. Again, just like our murder situation, a lot of people stay quiet until it hits their doorstep. And then they're writing, boy, SouFlo, I've been watching you for years. I never ever thought that this would happen to my family. I've seen you cover many stories, and I heard you said before it will hit our doorstep soon, but it hit my doorstep now. Okay. We're not too far off from everything that's happening hitting our doorsteps. Unless you're one of those people who just never go to the island. If you never go to the island, then this probably doesn't apply to you because you can't get in a car accident if you've never been there. But if you're a person like me who pick up my vehicle at the airport and go off into the country, it could very well happen to me as well. And I'm highly concerned. See, Bluefield, Westmoreland, 3 families are now struggling to cope under the weight of this heartbreaking grief as they recall the moments after they learned that their loved ones were among 5 people killed in Monday evening's motor vehicle crash in Westmoreland. Wifey is from Westmoreland. There is no time that we go to Jamaica that we don't go to Westmoreland. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I traverse these roads every single time I'm in Jamaica. So this feels too close to me. When 1 dead, it feel the same close. When 2 dead, it feel the same close. When man ride bike and cow run out and them lick up in the cow and kill them, so it feel the same close. 5 in 1 accident, really, really close. So Judith Wilson, she lost her daughter, who's 39 years old, Patrina Wallace, and her 15-year-old granddaughter, Lavacia Forrester, and who lived in Gordon District in White House. One person lose her daughter and her granddaughter in one go. Wilson told the Jamaica Observer, shout out to the Jamaica Observer on Tuesday, that she rushed to the scene of the crash, but when she arrived there, she was told that her daughter had already died and that her granddaughter was not at the scene. They had taken her to the hospital. She said, I look at her, at Petrina. I said, Lord, give me strength. And then I moved on to the hospital. You know, imagine having to look at your daughter and leave her there because you can't pick her up there from there. She dead there, you have to left her there. You have to leave her now to the law. It's like, it brings back memories like, you know, life is funny. If my brother fell down on the side of the road, I could pick him up or help him up, right? Take him to the hospital. But if he's dead, you can't move him. You have to left him right there. That's personal to me because I experienced that. I just had to leave him there for law enforcement to do their thing and move on to, okay, where's my granddaughter? Where's the next person? Oh, she gone to the hospital already. She said I look at her. I said, Lord, give me strength. Then I moved on to the hospital. Traumatizing. By the time I reached where I saw my niece, by the time I reached to the hospital, I saw my nieces crying. And they said, my granddaughter died, Wilson said, visibly distraught. I went inside. I looked at my granddaughter. I touched her, my 15-year-old granddaughter. I tried calling her. No response. The grief-stricken Wilson said, yo, you ever seen somebody try to call their dead person? I remember that happening at my brother's funeral when his daughter walked up there and she was like, Daddy, wake up. Wake up, Dad. Daddy. That was heartbreaking That little girl didn't really understand. She thought her daddy was just laying up there in the front of the church and all these people packed the church. And then she turned around and her mom was like way back. And she was like, Mom, he's not waking up. He doesn't want to play. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. She said, I went inside the hospital, looked at my daughter, my granddaughter, I touched her. I tried calling her. No response. In addition to Wallace and Forrester, the crash claimed the lives of Mount Edgecombe residents O'Neill Allen, who's otherwise called Dummy. Now, in Jamaica, when they call you a dummy, it's not the same thing as when they call you a dummy in the US. In the US, when you say dummy, it means you're somebody that we could say is stupid or slow or, intellectually challenged or however you want to put it. Dummy in Jamaica means you lack the ability to speak or a mute person, then, right? So we call them dummy. He's called dummy, and he died right along with his 65-year-old mother, Angela Samuels, him and his mom, the other woman and her daughter. Grief is all too familiar to their family, though. On Monday, 2021, on Mother's Day, Samuels, the same grandmother here, she lost her pregnant daughter, Jodian, in another crash. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The Observer was told that Jodian, who was in her 7th month of pregnancy, she was on a motorbike at the time when the motorbike collided with a vehicle in Springfield, Sheffield, right? Shakira them place. Now, before you go saying what's she doing on a motorbike and 7 months pregnant, I don't know if you ever been to Westmoreland and see. It is a part of their culture there, pretty much, because I've been all over Jamaica. And it's the only place where I see so many yang, so many bikes. But the bikes are commerce. They're used as taxis, and people can literally make a living using their bike. Me see woman sit down on the bike, big thick woman sit down sideways on the back of the bike, and the man does a dilly dally and go up a hill. And I'm saying to myself, like, this lady, her balance is impeccable, because I would have fell off that bike. She just sit on the bike sideways. And she talk and laugh and going on like this. Yeah, you got to be there to see it. Like, one of the things, I romanticize certain things about Jamaica. So one of the things I love is when I know when I'm hitting Westmoreland. Why? Because whenever I come out, I like, say, St. Elizabeth heading in, after I stop at border and get some food, of course, some fried fish and some bami and these things, cup of soup. After when I'm heading in, you start to see the bikes that multiplying. Like, those whole heap of them just start fly past you. Sometimes you see all a group of like 5, 7 guys who come down one, woo, 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 woo. The bike them, I say, yeah, I know I'm in Westmoreland now. Plus the feel is different. You know, they have the sea. I'm from Clarendon, I'm up in the hills. Me not see no sea. Which part me there? When we down at Westmoreland, they say you see the beaches, beach everywhere. You could pull up pretty much anywhere and jump out and take a swim and all these things. Beautiful place. Messed up mentality. Too much people are dying on the road and nobody is taking heed, it seems, because we keep repeating the same thing. This woman just lost her daughter in 2021, her other daughter in 2021, 7 months pregnant too, and then come back now to lose another daughter with her granddaughter who's 15 years old. That's traumatic, you know? Yeah, Yvonne Wallace, fit and flexible, may I tell you. Big and thick. I be telling people this too. Like, Jamaica thick is not foreign thick. Foreign thick is just the body full of fat and these things. Them woman there, Jamaica thick and solid, and they them well flexible. I see them on the bike. I'm not going on that bike like that. I'm gonna need a helmet. I'm gonna need some knee pads and elbow pads. Me have to go hug up a man who are under, and yeah, them are gonna say, wife, you know, hug up man, something that me no business. Me a hug up a man, whoever is riding that bike and put me on the back. Just know that me a hug you up, because me not ride like how me see them a ride. And sometimes you see the bike pass you, the bike have all 3 picnic on it. 3 kids and the driver on it. Yeah, 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 gone about them business, drop them off at school, come back, pick up another load again, and they're making a living that way. You know, if they would just stay within the speed limits and drive carefully with a concern for life, man. In her other daughter's situation, who was 7 months pregnant when she passed on the bike, the rider who was riding the bike, he died too. The fifth victim on Monday's crash was 54-year-old Janet Thompson. Now, Janet Thompson, she lived in McAlpine District. Her only son, Owen Plummer, he had the difficult task of going to verify his mother's identity at the scene. He said that right now, he is completely shattered. When I lift up the covers and I realized that it was my mom, to be honest, it was devastating. He said that he had shared a bond that grew stronger as he matured. Quote unquote. At one point, I was going down the wrong road, and my mom stood with me. She fight with me. She never gave up. Now, see me coming around and taking a different path. My mother was so happy to see that. He's completely distraught. Before her death, he said they were the closest they had ever been. Even at church, Mommy Karam gone back at church. I am the one who played the keyboards in church now. And she was the one who played the drums. That's how close we are. For Thompson's niece, Danisha Sanderson, her birthday will now be covered forever officially associated with the day her aunt died. It was her birthday. She said Thompson had called her dad and asked him to pick her up, and they were on their way when they heard that there had been a crash. So we leave and go down there. And when we got there, it was my aunt. It was on my birthday. I can't forget this day, November 13th. That feeling can't go away. Even when my birthday comes, I have to remember my aunt's death over and over and over. How you saw her laying there. So yes, people are saying happy birthday. And I can relate to that because my brother's birthday is Halloween. And every year that Halloween comes around, life is funny. My brother's birthday is Halloween. Every year that Halloween comes around, the kids want to go do trick or treat, dress up in costumes, trunk or treat, all this other stuff, and I'm just stuck in a place where you're a dad, you got to cater to your kids. The newest ones never met your brother. This is near and dear to you, but you can't let it affect them and now, right? My brother baked a velvet cake, a red velvet cake, the day before he passed, the night before he passed. That red velvet cake sat on the kitchen counter at the house for about a month after he passed. It was covered in a glass case, covered, the cake covered them, right? And we just left it there. Nobody could touch it. We just left it there. And red velvet cake used to be my favorite cake. And to this day, I can't eat it. And I tried years later. This is me trying to work out of certain things, right? So I tried years later. I said, let me try a taste a piece of red velvet cake. So I bought a slice. I'm a dash it away. I bought the slice, I bit into it, and I threw away the rest of it because I can't get it out of my mind how the cake sat there on the counter for a month. I can't get it out of my mind how Halloween is his birthday and also his death day. You understand? That's when I had to go identify him. Remember, I know he got dressed and I thought he was going out to celebrate. So I said, come with me now. Come here, go on club. That time I just came back from Europe. And he was like, no, man, I'm good. Me all right. And I was like, why is he getting dressed? Okay, maybe he might go check a girl or something or do him own thing. So maybe he didn't want to come with me. So I left. And siblings have a bond. Same like mothers and their children have a bond. When you hear a mother say, me feel it in my womb, me know something did wrong with my child. It's the same thing when a sibling says, I know something was wrong with my sibling because I felt it. No lie. I'm in the club. Me I drink, me I enjoy myself. Music I play, I'm dancing. And for some reason, it was like a bolt of lightning hit me and I sobered up. Like me could have do all the sobriety tests them right on the spot. I mean I tell you something, I did well tipsy, and I just got this overbearing feeling like go home, go home, go home now. There wasn't even an argument in my mind as to, well, I've been drinking, maybe I shouldn't be driving. My mind already decided, say, yo, you're sober enough to drive. Go home now. And I drove home. And the club was about 40 minutes away from the house. And when I reached close to the house, who I see driving around the neighborhood? My mother. And I was like, yep, something wrong because this is like 1 o'clock in the morning. My mom would be in her bed. My mom go bed early. And from there to the next, to the next, to the morning, and all that unfolded. Just can't get it out of your head. I'm trying to say all this to say this. Life is precious and death can be traumatizing, especially when it happens in this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like an elder family member who was sick for a while and then everybody is at peace with grandma leaving because grandma was hurting at the end and suffering, and she herself said she was ready to go. And we're all big people. She lived long enough, blessed enough to see not only her children grow and prosper, all our picnic them are do good grandchildren, great grandchildren. That ain't the case. Young 15-year-old mash up on the side of the road. Your daughter 7 months pregnant, she in her 20s, mash up on the side of the road. These deaths are traumatizing to the family members. So when the brother say him lift up the sheet and him look, and it's his mom, and he talk about how he was going down the wrong path in life, and his mother pull him back. See, when you have a good mother, it hurt way different. I know every mother good, but when you get one of the good mother them, it hurt way different. Your mommy who never give up on you, your mommy who always going to bat for you, your mommy who pull you up out of whatever doo-doo you've been stepping in and clean you back off again. Look, he's at the church playing the keyboard and mommy plays the drums. Hurt. Real hurt. I want my Jamaican people who drive Pandem Road there and the foreigners who watch us too and take our advice on how to traverse around Jamaica and stuff. Because quite a few of y'all have been dying on those roads too. Because you go down there and you feel like Jamaica's laws are lax. There aren't a lot of police officers out on the roads like in the US. Because Jamaica just don't have the numbers and they're not as high tech. So all these speed radar detector things and stuff, cameras everywhere. Jamaica don't have that. So people go there and feel like them can rev a car and see if it can. What it say on the dash? 160. Let's see if we could take it to 160. It's traumatizing in the end. The end result is traumatizing. Meanwhile, even as she grieved, Thompson's daughter Sabrina Marshall was already thinking of how she would keep a vow that she made to her mother to take care of her 16-year-old sibling. She said, I told her that if I should die first, I would want her to take the very best care of my daughter. And if God forbid she went before me, I would do my best to make sure I substitute as best as I can because she cannot be replaced. But I will try my best to be there for her, is what she said in her interview with the Jamaica Observer. Marshall said that she has no ill will towards the driver of the taxi in which her mother died. Instead, she spoke of the importance of forgiveness. Now, this is a problem when me have. I be seeing them taxi drivers in Jamaica. And them people that drive like, and I'm not saying it's all taxi drivers, but I've seen a lot of them just like this. They drive like the people in the taxi have no rights. Because I've seen videos where the people are begging them, yo, driver, 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 slow down, driver. And the driver nah say a word. The driver pick up speed while the people in there are beg driver for slow down. Me hear people are ball, yo, let me out right. So yo, if you're gonna drive like this, let me out right here. The taxi still don't stop. Them just are zing and ying, and they're the ones that I see mostly on the road in Jamaica, full of people in the car driving wicked. Why are you doing it? Because we have to move fast to make a good money for the day. And somehow the car where we are driving is not even our car. So the man who own the car, we have to give him his percentage of the car money what we make for the day, plus make a thing for ourselves, you know. So we have to make sure that we are running fast. And but what if you die? And what if you kill all these people that's in the car? Like right now. Like right now. Was it worth it? And you know the messed up part is the driver survived. Everybody else dead. That's the part that gets me. The driver survived, everybody else dead. You get out on the road, you do all the right things, and this idiot who's overtaking, passing, flying, him survive, you dead. And you're doing all the right things. That's crazy. She said she have no ill will towards this taxi driver. She's more thinking along the lines of forgiveness. As a Christian, part of life is forgiveness. I'm not saying we're not hurting at the moment because we are, but right now, I don't have any feelings harboring for anyone to harm him or anything, she said. Accompanied by his lawyer, the driver of the gray Toyota Voxy involved in the crash turned himself into the police yesterday morning. Senior Superintendent of Police Wayne Joseph said that the driver fled after the crash. However, some residents have countered that claim, saying he left the scene to seek medical care for himself. Among them and for others. Among them is Wilson, who told the Observer that she saw the driver at the hospital Monday evening. She too appeared to bear no ill will towards him. I don't know him as any reckless driver, you know. She added that she had been a passenger in his car several times before, and he was familiar with these roads, and he's not known to be a reckless driver. According to the police reports, about 3:30. But then Jamaican people said that, and I watched them driving with reckless drivers. Some of them will even tell the driver, say, move faster. Come on, come here, place for go money, I drive too slow. According to the police report, though, 3:30 p.m., the taxi with 6 people on board traveling towards White House. The vehicle it was traveling behind slowed down. The cab driver swerved to avoid hitting that vehicle in the back and collided with a truck traveling in the opposite direction instead and ended up careening off the road and into a tree. 3 of the occupants died at the scene. 2 others died at the hospital. The driver was the 6th person. He survived. Now, it could be that the driver, this is Jamaica. It's not like the US. If a car crash, 10 people pull out their cell phones, they call 911. They say, hey, we're on Suburban Street and 11th Avenue. There's a crazy accident out here. I think multiple injuries. By the time 911 gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those calls at the same location, they're rushing. They're sending helicopters, they're sending police units, they're sending an ambulance with an extra ambulance, maybe even 3 ambulances on the way. Jamaica just doesn't have those resources available and that quick response. So the driver probably took it upon himself. I'm just saying maybe him take it upon himself to go get help, right? Because they were taking too long to come. And he knew that time was of the essence with all the injuries that were there. But him never turned himself in till the next day. So on Tuesday, Marshall appealed to road users to be careful. If you're not careful, you might suffer the same fate as her mother and others who died in this crash. I would like to say to the other motorists out there, taxi drivers and people who are driving their personal vehicles out there, sometimes we're already late for where we are going. Might as well we just take our time and then reach there soon as we can. Yeah. No matter with the hurry up something. And like I said, I've seen them. They hurry the drivers. So it's not only just the taxi driver that might drive fast. The people them is a culture thing. Them hurry the taxi driver. Come on, hurry up, man. Me not come back in your car, no, cause you always a drive slow. I always late every time me take your car. If you want to keep your fares, want to make your money, you do as the people say. It's a supply and demand thing. Them travel with zoom zoom, cause them know say zoom zoom I gonna get them the fast. Zoom zoom. And they don't business, they just want to reach fast. Here's my thing. Arrive alive. Simple. Arrive alive. Even if you arrive late, you still arrived alive. If me late, I'm just gonna be extra late. Arrive alive. And that's another reason why I made sure that I started driving myself in Jamaica. I was one of those people that used to have to call somebody when we go down and say, yeah man, me I come in Friday, 6 o'clock. No man, Manly. Yeah. And then when we reach, I'm hanging on to a strap hanger like this because somebody have me like this in a Jamaica on the road. And me I try to say, yo, slow down, and them and laugh and talk about, you're afraid, man. Just hang on, man. Everything good, man. Me know them road there. Like the back of my hand and me, see me in the car. And I was like, you know what? Never a friggin' again. So from then, I made sure I started picking up my own car and driving. I had a big fear of driving in Jamaica, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm looking in from the outside and watching all these accidents happen. And them say, what? 500 dead in a 1 year upon the road? No, sir. And then people will tell you, my advice to you is that you get somebody who knows the road to drive you. I mean, I said to myself over the years, is it that dangerous? But one day I was in Jamaica and I look around. I'm like, look at them little white people here, all over the place. Them drive, them fly in, them pick up them car, them gone. Some of them don't even speak proper English because they're from other parts of Europe that English is not their first language. Germans, so on and so forth. And then pick up a rent a car and they jump on their GPS and they're out of there. And I said to myself, you know what? I want to be in control of me. So if my car mash up and crash up, I mean do it. I'm a good defensive driver. They teach you defensive driving in the infantry in the military anyways. So who better to put my life in their hands than in my own hands? And then I thought to myself, yep, that's exactly what I'll do, and I've done that ever since. So shout out to the people who keep going to the island and you're afraid and you always have somebody else that drive you, but you have to put up with the fast driving and they joke it off. Don't put your life in anybody else's hands. And Jamaica is way advanced now. You can actually drive by yourself. Take your time, go about your business. You can control your speed. All the people that are gonna do, they might cuss you and they might pull around you and continue going. And that's it. But you will arrive alive. Yeah. This one, man, this one hit home. And this one hit home hard. You know, my condolences goes out to the families of each and every one of these victims. And I don't know what the outcome is going to be with this driver because the rule book says, here we go. The rule book says in traffic, in the flow of traffic, you are supposed to leave a certain amount of space between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. That's the reason why when you hit anybody from behind, you're always wrong. Yeah. You never hit somebody from behind and you're right. Anytime you hit somebody from behind, you're always wrong because the rule book says, the book where you read, forget your driver's license. In every country I've been, it says leave a certain amount of distance in between you and the car that's in front of you. And the reason why it says that is because if that car in front of you suddenly jam their brakes, you will have time to respond. That's another reason to put down your cell phone while you're driving. Some people feel like they can actually really do it, right? I'm texting, um, like this video, like this one, share something, and you're looking like this on the road while you're doing this. You see that 1 second you did this? That car traveled about a half of a football field. That car, all right, you know the 100-meter dash car. You see, you see and run it. You just run about a half of 100 meter, 50 meters by the time you do this. That's how dangerous it is, even using your phone. So up in at the back of somebody's car, you're gonna go. And if they stop in front of you, or if a cow run out in the road, you know Jamaica is already right. Cows and dogs and all these things everywhere. Something run out in the road. Your first reaction as a human being is to do what? Swerve, because you don't want hit a big old cow dead on. Especially if you got a little speed going to the car, you're gonna swerve, and then you swerve and find yourself over the gully, because that's how most of Jamaica roads set up. You either go run up in a bank in some tree, or hit something very hard, or you're going over a gully. 2 car lengths, Veronica Gale. 2 car lengths. So if you hit from behind, you're wrong. And I think that driver knew that. Him swerve. Here comes the truck. Head on. Didn't have much of a choice where he was going to go. He was going to either have to hit that car from behind or take that. Here's something I was taught. Each one teach one, right? Do your best. Whether you're driving in Jamaica, US, Canada, some of y'all live in some places that's snowy and you have to drive in snow, which I've done that for years. Don't want to do it no more. But try your best to never have a head-on collision. Most traffic fatalities come from a head-on collision. Even traveling at relatively low speed, a head-on collision has more force than any other kind of collision. In defensive driving in the military, they'll tell us to yoke the steering wheel and take the impact on the side if you can. Take it anywhere else on that vehicle except for head on. Head on, people usually die. Anything head on and over 35 miles per hour, there is usually some fatality in it. 35 miles per hour. So you can imagine if people doing all 70, 80 mile per hour and a car you drive, a Voxy or something, and you run up in a semi truck that's coming along at equal speed, sure death, which is what happened there. Right. Dorothy T says, driving on ice too here in Montreal. Sometimes, boy, that ice stuff, you can't control that because I see the car just slide gone. Sometimes you just have to let the car do what it's doing and hope you don't get hit until it itch up somewhere and stop. I used to hate driving in the wintertime. Donna Davis says it takes a split second for accidents to happen. That's why you got to put your cell phone down. Find a handheld device or something and put it on. If you got to speak to somebody, put it on speaker. Find a handheld device, put the phone down somewhere. But I'm telling you that 1 second it take you to go like this. You traveled about 50 meters in that 1 second. Yeah. So you could be very much over a precipice in the back of somebody else's vehicle. Something in that 1 second. Be careful out there, man. I think I've imparted all the knowledge I could this morning concerning driving. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke and get high and drive. I think that's one of the biggest things in Jamaica right there. Become a seat. Man, I roll up a spliff, I get ready for drive. Jamaica have some boom weed. Your headspace not normal, but through them used to the weed, them think they're not high. Well, you high. You just functioning high. And you so high like that all the time because you used to that strong weed that you feel like you not high. Listen, man, smoke weed, jump out and talk to my cousin and smoking weed and give my cousin a dap and, yo, all right, my brother. Jump back in that car, zoom down the road. I'm like, yo. If my bonnet split, me have to go sit down somewhere. So I can't see how they do it. Enough of time they're driving, they might drive with a spliff somewhere close by. Either I catch up right there, or the yasso, or somewhere. And a lot of people are gonna say, SouFlo, stop telling lie on weed, man. Cause weed, if anything, weed will make you more careful. Me no want hear nothing from Uno. Weed slows down your reaction time. Weed slows down your reaction time. If you're under some boom weed, some good weed, you're really going to be slowed down in your reaction time. So you might be driving like, I'm careful and I know the road, and the weed is making me think more carefully, avoiding every pothole. I'm being meticulous. It's like I'm painting a picture. That 1 minute where you need that 1 second to react, your reaction time is coming in slow like this when you need it to be like that, right? So smoking, drinking, all this stuff, them feel like if them not falling down, stumbling, they're not drunk. Can jump in a car and drive anyway. And there's another thing that we were thinking. I've never seen anybody in Jamaica do a breathalyzer upon the side of the road after an accident. Like, it's not like in the US where you get DUIs. The first thing they do is they're gonna give you a DUI breathalyzer and then walk you through. You know that, I forgot what it's called, where you walk this line, turn around here, do this, okay, do it with the next hand now, okay. I never see them do that yet, so I'm wondering if they even have that. Be careful out there. Life is precious, and we're losing too many people on the road, and I'm highly concerned because I'm always on those same damn roads. I'm not talking about something that I never go to, and I'm hoping best for you. I'm honestly hoping best for myself. Call me upon them same road there. So be careful out there. If y'all see me out there, hail me up. But I guarantee you, you'll see me moving slow. All right. Moving along real quick. This is a warning for anybody that does YouTube, but it's also something to think about for your life. We're moving into a stage with artificial intelligence, or AI. It's mind-boggling the levels that AI has reached. I was talking to somebody who is a techie, and the person said the average person out here, average civilian, has no idea how far AI has advanced. What we're seeing out here is the little bit that they want to show us, but AI has gone way above and beyond. So I woke up this morning to this, right? AP News. YouTube is going to be rolling out new rules for AI content, including a requirement that creators reveal whether they are using this generative artificial intelligence to make realistic looking videos. In a blog post on Tuesday, let's take this phone call real quick before we get too far into that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, brother.
Morning, family. What going?
You know if you hear me loud and clear, no?
Yes, man. Loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm just a tune in and me talk about the weed thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's call for a little joke, is it?
Talk to me now.
You know what I say? When music at high school, music the tracks in.
Mm-hmm.
And we normally go trap meet on the Saturday. Brother, I don't know what flipped in my head the Friday night. Me go boil wheat tea.
Jesus Christ.
Come say,
first more come to wine,
yo. I tell me say, first more come to wine, one done the track, you know.
And what you think, you don't make you move faster?
Brother, me drink the tea. Feel alright, I got in bed to rot it.
Mm-hmm.
Just when me wake up the morning, brother.
Turtle movement.
You come like it's a buckle of NyQuil me drink the night before. You see me? Then every fart a weed I smell. me could never force and go on, and I said, John, how am I going to me never feel like that before that.
How the running go? You're right?
Yo, me say, me did a few all day and me frost out the blouse and skirt. Because normally, through the coach always I get me fit run up the man because through me, I was one of the seniors, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I hide me after the whole day and I fight. Yo, for the whole day, me dizzy dog. So when time comes for me race and up the blouse and skirt, I say, yeah, come here, drink water for the whole day if you kind of dilute the thing, you know, you see me? I say, blouse and skirt. Time comes for me race and out to blow and when the man said, you mark, go down. Man said, set. Yo, knee and elbow start shake like a grandfather to blows and yo, when the gun bust and wobble, my foot never wobble to blows and we said, Jano, yo, never again.
I 1 foot alone move on.
Brother, we said, the man said, on your mark, get set. My head feel light, my elbow them start shake, my knee them start, dog. Me say, me couldn't feel my foot them on the ground. You see me?
Yeah.
When the gun bust, I come like it's a hamster wheel, me I run pan.
Yeah.
me I run and feel like me nah move, brother. You see me? So, me just try to let the people them know, say, yo, when they say, the man them where I smoke and feel like them high,
slow.
them just a function high, them high. You see me? So them do it so often, them feel like them immune to it, but dog, me I tell you.
You function high. Everybody else outside of you know say you're high.
Just like a cartel say, him never go high school, him go to school high, you see me? Yo.
Yeah.
Me never really smoke the weed, but me boil the tea and me I say, boy, me don't know that thing that is wicked.
Me I tell him my own weed story with the tea after you hang up, because me know say true you talk.
Yeah, man, just go and bless up yourself, brother.
Manners are respect me, brother. Manners. Who said that we needed that little laugh? Not true? Yo. I call myself, watch this. Me know what I talk about. I call myself, and somebody said I never heard of that before. I'm telling you, drinking weed tea is different from smoking the weed. When you drink the weed tea, you're high for hours. Listen, me don't know what take up on my head. My sister is like, you know, there's other ways you can use it, because she into like herbalists and stuff. She not smoke nothing. She's making bombs and tea and this and that. So me take a little bag of weed when me have the day. And me boil it. And make it simmer down and thing till it cool off. And me notice how inside of the pot green. So I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good. But I'm thinking it'll give you like a little regular buzz and something. Me drink it, nothing happen. You see about 30 minutes later, 30 minutes later, a piece of high come down for me is the kind of high. So apparently me boil too much and drink too much one time. So my first time doing it and I had no guidance doing it. Matter of fact, it was my first and my last, because I never did it again. Because the high when me did get is one of them, pray this high up off of me. God, please, if you take this away from me, kind of high. And I had my mother's car, and I was supposed to go pick my mother up from work. Time I come down for me go pick up mommy from work. Me have our car. It's getting closer and closer to the hour. About 2 hours left, still high. 1 hour left, still high. Come time for go pick up my mother, me red out. And it felt like the high just kept increasing. Every time I want the high, go down and me I eat and me I say, okay, 2 hour pass, 3 hour pass. It's supposed to go down now. That rotted kick up higher and higher. I'm saying this is not the effect you get when you burn it, right? Me not like the higher. All right, me I go play normal now. Put on glasses, go in the car, we go drive the car, we go pick up my mother from work, right? Me go in the car, I kid you not, it's an automatic car, you know? Me I drive the car with 2 foot gas brake. So this this means that the apartment complex parking lot of Miami, see me, gas brake. Me have to put the car back in the parking space. I couldn't even put it back in the parking space. Good. My whole body vibrating like this. And I call one of my sister friend them who my mom knew as well, because they were older and them used to come around a lot and stuff, help me with stuff. Call one of them, Natty. And I said, Natty, you have to come pick up mommy from work for me. Him say, I want to go on. You have a car, you can't go pick her up. I said, no, me red out. I remember telling him, say, yo, me red out. And him I laugh and him say, you're red out, you can't drive? I said, no, Natty, yo, you have to come see me. And when the man come around there and see me, him tell me if you drive the car, let me see if you can drive the car. Gas brake, left foot, right foot. I said, blouse and skirt. I was so red, I couldn't even remember. Say, automatic, you drive it with 1 foot. Gas or brake. Me, I use 2 foot one time. Never again. Me no want no weed tea. Me no want nothing else. So yeah, but understand what him a talk about, because when you think it's going away, it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. I don't know if anybody here drink weed tea. That's your thing. Me not drink it because I'm afraid of it, and I'm afraid of it just because of that. So back to this AI thing now. And you have to drink the green leaves and not a lot. Crystal G, somebody should have told me that. Me drink a big cup, a cup of tea, like the whole tea cup of tea. Me I tell you, when it done boiling, me look on the pot, and I said to myself, say, the pot green, this strong. Nah, never think nothing much of it. Me full up my cup of tea, me drink my tea. Didn't feel nothing. 20, 30 minutes later, it just come down upon you. Like, oh my God, me red out. Oh my God, everything. And you feel bad too. I mean, just start nyaman, 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 nyaman. Can't stop nyam. Clean up everything in our fridge. I'm looking for more food to eat. Time I come, I start panic because it not coming off of me. I have to go pick up my mother on time. My mom used to let me hold the car, and then I would come pick her up from work, and she get back her car like that. In the meantime, it was my job to like drop my sister or brother anywhere they needed to go, and all these other things. I couldn't go pick up the woman from work, and I told a lie that day. And if mommy, if mommy watch this today, she got know today. Say that happened. But me tell her a lie that day. I may have not of them help me with the lie. Say me sick out. I wasn't feeling good at all. Have a headache. My head is pounding, and I have to lay down and get some sleep. When she come in at the house, me make sure say me lay down and get some sleep. So she come in, come see me asleep, and she do her mother thing. You all right, baby? Okay, and all that. She don't know, but if she see this, she gonna know today. It we far removed from that anyway, so she can't hold me and beat me. Yes, me and the bed spin with me hours, chest pounding, your head pounding, feel like your heart in your mouth. Your thoughts them are run 1 million mile per hour, but your body now move. Jump. Don't jump. Sit down. Don't where you sit down for? Get up, man. I don't know if you're about one of them kind of idea, Where you sit down for? Get up. This your mind. This your mind. Your mind is like, get up and walk around. You have to walk it off. Soon as you get up and try walk around, hear your mind now. Sister, you go crazy. You walk around in a circle. Sit down. So you sit down. You sit down now. You say, blood clot me, I'm mad out. And you sit down now. And you sit down and you say, you know how long you sit down, so get up before you're stuck in a one place. You turn up again. You say, go for your little jog. You start jog. You say, you know how long you jog? See mad people run down the street and can't stop run. You better stop run. Go in the shower, go take a shower. Jump in the shower and take a shower. It now go away. Come out of the shower, get something to eat. You up in the fridge for look. You say, me want some jam and piece of bread, and then you eat that, and then me want a bowl of cereal, and then you eat that, and then you open one can of sardine, and you eat that. You just throw everything in your belly while your mind just going. Sit down, no, stand up, run, no, walk. Laugh. Where you laugh, you laugh too long, and say you're mad out. Stop, get serious. Get no, stop. Me don't want them that kind of idea again. Weed tea, we no can keep that. So in yo, hot water and lemon. We leave weed tea until I grow up. Hold on. Yeah, hot water and lemon. That's my thing. Not me good with the weed tea. I drink it once, never again, Veronica Gale said. Andrew Wright said, all when you believe in a God, you start pray and everything. And that may I tell you, God, I know I don't pray to you often enough, but I come before you this dear mighty God. Please take this off of me. If you take this off of me right now, I swear I will never do this again. Oh God, please. I start panic too, because you have this urgent feeling in your system like you are on the brink of madness. This is your brain telling you you are on the brink of madness. It's 5 more minutes of this, A Bellevue, them have to go carry you go. I'm mad. You're mad out for real, And you're like, Jesus Christ, me I try to get back seeing me. I try to get back seeing before me go mad. I'm mad. Get up. No, sit down. Stand up. Where you stand up for? You know how long you stand up in the corner there? Listen, for anybody out there who is thinking about trying any other way I talk about, let me tell you something. Me not glorify it. It's not for everybody. Some people you say lick chalice and them alright. Missy man lick chalice and run up in a coconut tree. Like you see, coconut tree don't have no limbs, right? And you know, say in Jamaica we have some big tall long coconut tree look like them go heaven. Missy man lick a chalice already and whoo! And like a monkey skill the coconut tree that he ha 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 we all the way up at the top. And my grandmother was walking with me that day, and my grandmother say, you see that? Yeah, ganja, mad him out. Watch him up there. So all this was coming back to me when me do the tea. And me I said, Jesus Christ, me I got mad out of foreign. And my grandmother I got see me because them must send me go back to Jamaica if me mad out of foreign, you know. And my grandmother I got see me when me reach. And them I got be disappointed in me. Me a mad, me a mad, me a mad out, me a mad out, me a mad out. Oh God, oh God, oh God, take care of me, God, please, God, please. God, please take this off of me, God. If you take this off of me, God, please me promise me won't ever do this again. God, get up. Sit down, open your eye. No, close your eye. Meditate. Don't meditate. What you think about? Open your eye, them. Look around. Brother, why you look around so much for? Stop, chill, relax, breathe. Try breathe. Try breathe. Nothing wrong with your breathing. Stand up again. No, what me I stand up again for? You're just mad. Mad. Me get that already. Me no want it again. So we people about the way I drive with car and I talk about yo, but that's a normal thing, man. We not do nothing. Yeah. If me see you with that, I'm not getting in your car. Yeah. At all. Neither. Put milk in a wheat tea, Donna Davis. You don't have to tell me that. Me not put nothing in a wheat tea because weed not going in no tea for me. Ever. Ever. In a blog post on Tuesday outlining a number of AI related policy updates, YouTube said that the creator that don't disclose whether they have used AI tools in their videos to make altered or synthetic videos, they will face penalties, including having their content removed or your channel suspended from the platform revenue sharing program. In other words, if you get on YouTube and you start using AI to create your content and you're not disclosing it to YouTube, apparently it says in this article that you can face a suspension or they will completely throw your channel off of. So this is just a warning for all my other Jamaican them and Caribbean people who do YouTube. Get up to date with the new up to date stuff concerning AI before you lose your channel, right? Generative AI has the potential to unlock creativity on YouTube and transform the experience for viewers and creators on the platform. Jennifer Flannery O'Connor and Emily Moxley, Vice President for Product Management, wrote in the blog post. But just as important, these opportunities must be balanced with our responsibility to protect the YouTube community. Why? Here's one of the things that are happening. And I told you about this before. I said when Niamda was president, Obama was president, and I saw him give a speech. And after Obama give the speech, Mr. Obama box over the microphone, so kick over the podium, two middle fingers up, and walked away like this. I'm watching this video, and I was like, what the? That's not presidential behavior. That is very unbecoming of a president. And it was so real, I couldn't tell the difference. I actually thought it was him. So, speaking of AI and what they're trying to avoid as well, people will be able to create videos using your likeness. They will be able to put you in places and have you doing things. There will be a video out there of you. You're doing things in a place you've never been before. You will watch the video and you'll be like, yeah, that is me, but I never been to New York before. Why am I on 42nd Street? I'm butt ass naked dancing in the street. That's not, I'm running around stealing out of the store. All I'm gonna ask you, law enforcement is gonna ask you, is this you? You're like, well, yeah, but I never been there before. I've never even been to that city before. That's what's coming. Your voice sampled, used. They're trying to work on regulations so that people can own themselves. because you're not gonna right now. You don't own yourself. Right now, somebody can take you. This is why you have people cut a whole album, a whole Drake album. The artists in the music industry are getting mad because you could have Bob Marley cut a whole hip hop rap album right now with Bob Marley vocals. You could have Ninja Man, Beanie Man, Vibes Cartel, any of them producing songs, and the songs are well engineered and put together and released to the public. And these artists are looking like, I never made that song. Then them can go as far as take the artist person and make a video. The artist in the video are dance and everything. And it's not the artist. There's a video that Vibes Cartel did with Russian and Trippy Red recently. If you look at that video, when I first saw the video, I was like, damn, they must have paid a lot of money to film that inside the prison in Jamaica. Because we know it's a cartel lockup. That's how real it looked when I first saw it. It really took a minute for me to be like, that's AI. That's not him. It really took a minute for me to say that. It's not so easily detected, and they're getting more and more advanced with it. So yeah, if you do YouTube content and stuff, just be careful. Read up on your YouTube updated guidelines concerning this. You could lose your whole platform. Be careful what you're doing. You have to notify them that that are going. See, imagine you go to court and people have you there on video, and you there carjacking and shooting and doing all other kind of things. The charges are serious. It's murder, attempted murder, carjacking, this, that, and the other. And you live in a whole different state. And you've never been to that place before. But here you are on video. That's where we're heading with AI. All right? Yes, Darty T. We're heading down that rabbit hole. We're heading down that rabbit hole. And I can't think anything else other than who's going to feel the big brunt of this. Let me tell you like this, right? Prisons are all around. They need bodies to fill the prisons. And we already know of the prison industrial complex. A lot of money to be made. Prisons have been privatized. They're on the stock market. People invest in prisons and make huge profits. So we need more people for going to prison. You understand? That's where my mind goes. Now, I'm not sitting up here giving you misinformation, telling you anything that's what they're doing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that future thinking, that's where my mind goes. If you're accused of something that you didn't do, and then they can produce video footage of you doing what you said you didn't do with your same voice and your likeness. So I hope them sort this thing out soon, because rabbit hole is one word. I think we're moving into a scary time. We're moving into a scary time. YouTube music partners such as record labels or distributors, they will be able to request the takedown of AI-generated music content that mimics an artist's unique singing or rapping voice. Finally, this is one thing that Drake spoke about, and they asked him if he likes it. Yo, you heard the new Drake album? They cut a whole album. You heard the new Drake album? He said, yeah, I heard it. What do you feel about it? So I don't know. I mean, somebody could just take your voice, you take your image, your everything, and just create work and put it out, and you have no say. And they're selling albums to your fan base and they're buying them. Somebody is making a lot of money off this, and you have no say. That's crazy. I think we're gonna have to get a hold of this. It's out of control already. That's the last thing I heard. So that's where they're at with it now. Just a little FYI for everybody out there. On to the next topic this morning. Crab Circle is reopening. Crab Circle is reopening. They have a reopening date for Crab Circle. You know Crab Circle with the woman was shooting at the bucket and still serve you the crab. And some people have said that was her secret ingredients because Alice put a little bit of in the crab soup. Anyhow, for more than a month of closure, the popular Crab Circle food spot in Kingston will be reopened. Here's the opening date, November 23rd. Just in time for the Christmas season. So the people them can get out there, make their money. And remember, I told y'all I said it's rough. When you now make money, if you feed your family, pay your bills, Jamaica is not a nice place. You understand? Jamaica nice, but you need money. You need an income. So I was concerned about these people. And when people can't make them money, they usually turn to alternative measures. I don't want to see the people them turn to no criminal activities or anything like that. I wanted to see the place open back so the people can get out there and enjoy themselves. And as far as I know from all the videos I've seen, there's a vibe out there anyways. What the people want to know, were toilet facilities built out there? Did the vendors out there get any food handling training and certification? Two. And the third one, will Alice be there? Them three there. That's what that's what people want to know. All right. The spot was ordered closed by health officials in October over sanitary concerns. It has since been cleaned out and sanitized. In announcing the reopening yesterday, the CEO of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, Robert Hill, he added that vendors have been trained and they are now certified as small food operators at the location. He said that the training and the certification were done in partnership with the Heart Institute Trust. The vendors at Crab Circle, they were trained by Heart in small food preparation and sales. This was a 5-day training program for the 12 vendors who were there, devoid of two, and they have been properly devoid of two. I wonder who are the two whenever go get them training. And they have been properly trained on how, and now they are certified to operate their small food facility as small food operators. Hill informed that the vendors will also receive their food handler's permit from the public health department, which also trained them. All right, this look good. This look good. They could be receiving their food handling permit in a very short order. We are aiming to open the space on the 23rd of November, at which time the vendors will reoccupy the space, properly licensed and properly trained by Heart with their certification, licensed by the KSAMC, and also licensed by the Public Health Department. Sounds good. Health officials visited the spot after a video of a vendor relieving herself inside of a bucket behind her stall went viral. Alice shitting at the bucket. Subsequent checks showed that the vendors were operating without valid food handling permits and they were not registered with the KSAMC either. Them did just out there and do them own thing. A vendor who said that she was unable to attend the training due to other commitments was nonetheless happy for the opening, and she said that her mother would benefit. She assured the public that things will be better. My mind tell me, say, Alice, this, you know. So Alice never gonna get her food handling permit. Them customers can't know because she says her mother will. I don't know. I think Alice gonna get it, but her daughter didn't. Because I've heard that Alice said she wasn't gonna be back out there, but she was gonna make her daughter be out there. But this says two of them didn't show up for. Two of the 12 vendors who were there did not show up for the training. It was Alice. Jesus Christ. Well, I wonder if she maybe can't read. You know, sometimes people are. Here I go making excuses again. You know what? Let me finish the article here. A vendor who said that she was unable to attend the training due to other commitments was nonetheless happy for the reopening, as she said that her mother would benefit from the reopening. She assured the public that things will be better this time. Them, them customers can put back them trust in a we. One bad apple, it don't spoil the whole bunch. No. So them can put back them trust in a we now. Right now, we have to take with time and build back the trust of the customer them. Hill also informed that though this initial round of training was specifically for the vendors at the Hero Circle location, the training program will be extended to other vendors in the corporate area. How about extended all across the island, Papa? And every time we go buy food from them, we look and see them certifications up on the wall. In the US, you can't sell food if you don't have your certifications up on the wall. People can come in, they will see your food handling license and your certifications on the wall. Them can easily look and see the date and see say you're up to date in training. And then them say, all right, give me some of that and some of this and some of that. Make it be like that and make it mandatory for everybody, not just upper corporate area. We're looking to engage those probably at Red Hills Road, Harbor View, and so on. But we are continuing with the assessment. And of course, we want to see everybody trained and certified as best as possible. Some already have, but nothing is wrong with a refresher course, he said. And I absolutely agree. So, again, the date for the reopening of Crab Circle is November 23rd. The three pressing questions: toilet facilities are built there now, sanitary, a sanitary area or area to sanitize? The answer is yes. I saw the pictures and I showed them to you on another video that passed. Did the vendors get their food handling training and certifications? The answer is yes. Will Alice be there? The answer is we don't know. We'll we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But again, I wish them all the best. And when I'm in Jamaica, just as a part of my vlogs and everything, I go pass by there. Cause will heap of controversy come out of the little place. I want to see what is going on over there. And them say the food tastes good. So I go watch them, see how them prepare the food. And you did see one time Alice feed the white boy there. What name? He's a travel vlog, the travel vlog guy that said he will no longer be recommending. I don't feel no way, so I call you white boy here, brother, because that's how we do. We're Jamaicans and that's how we do. My brethren were white. When we refer to him at the same thing, we said the one were really, really dark skin, blacker him name. The one with the Chinese eye, them chinky looking, China, Chinaman, that and so on. It's just a Jamaican thing, no disrespect. But him when I was watching the video, obviously Alice dipped the crab in. Me can't even talk. Mister, she dipped the crab in the juices or whatever that is and give it and it's dripping. I mean, I said to myself, say, yo, food boss, them take it from her straight out of the same hand and just nyam it. And me see the look of hesitation on the man's face, like, you're not going to use a glove or something? Because I don't give a damn where I'm at in the world. If your man handle me food, bare hand, I'm not eating it. I don't care if I'm in Jamaica, the US, England, Canada, nowhere. She was handling the food with her hand and feeding it straight to his face. And him take it when it reached about right there. So I see the hesitation, but then I see him say, mm, 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 mm. Oh, this is good. Barehanded. His video was funny as hell after. He said, I know y'all worried about me, like how my stomach been doing or if I got sick or anything. Yeah, my stomach didn't get sick from the food. I think him saying stomach gets sick from the thought. And stuff just a turn and a turn. But yeah, hopefully he'll be back. He never talked nothing bad about Jamaica. He still said Jamaica was a good place, one of the best places he's ever had food at, and we're incomparable. Nowhere else can compare to it and our vibes and our food and these things. But for now, he's taking it off the suggestion list. Hopefully, they'll put the right things in place, and then he'll probably go back there and try it out and then tell the people them about the upgrade and still have people recommend that people go there. So the man never write it off. Like some people them vindictive. Them would have said, oh, there's some nasty people and them this and them that. He didn't do that. So respect to him for that as well. And if them can forgive your people, you can forgive them too. That's all I'm saying. Right? Do the water. Andrew Wright said, do the water. Live through Erica TV said, no, stop. Stop. Oh God. It is what it is, yeah, man. Here ya. My last one for the morning now. We have 15 minutes. In this 14 minutes, in this 14 minutes, we'll use these 14 who that? Shug. Come here, mommy. Come give me hugs. Aw. Watch your face, mommy. Watch your face. I love you. Mm-mm. You see yourself? Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
They didn't see you. Put your hand up here. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Baby, okay? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Our last topic for the morning is appropriate still. I just want to say something, right? I realize that election time is near in Jamaica. The JLP people them are cussing me out heavy online. They claim that they can tell that I'm heavily biased and I'm leaning towards the PNP. But I hate Andrew, but it's not. I don't hate anybody. I just see something going on that I feel like we could put our brakes on it and switch up for a little bit. And then if those people who are put in place after don't deliver, we switch up and go right back to. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. What I notice is this. It looked like Andrew Holness is desperate right now. I don't know how else you explain this desperation and this panic mode. Ever since Buju Banton came out and showed his support to the People's National Party, along with Chief Curry and the rest of them, it's been a pretty desperate move over and over and over. Every day I wake up now, I see a whole heap of things are giveaway. First, Andrew Holness came out and said they have the money to fix all the roads in Jamaica. I said, this is all the roads. Brother, there's roads that's bad from I was picnic and them road that's still bad. And suddenly you have all the money to fix all the roads. I see a man yesterday come out and he's a part of the administration. Him say a 400 water tanks about to give out. The big black water reservoir tanks them about to give out.
Yes, mommy, I'm going to the gym.
Mommy. You don't want mommy go to the gym?
No.
No. She go every morning. Go get mommy. Let me finish up my video. I'll come get you. I love you. Close the door for me, mommy. Mommy not gone. She not gone. She right there. Go, Munchie. Mommy right there. She not gone. Close the door for me, please. She don't want her mother go to the gym. All right, I'll finish up like this morning. 400 water tank giveaway. Roads to be fixed. 177 houses built and handed over. The biggest one I seen this morning it came out yesterday morning. I meant to talk about it. $1 billion earmarked for revamping, redevelopment of Ocho Rios Market. $1 billion. So I went to Google and I said, Google, how much is 1 billion Jamaican dollars? And it said it was 6,500,000 and something US dollars. To revamp a market, 6 million. US dollars. Right. The Andrew Holness administration is looking pretty desperate right now. Right now, them just a fling out everything. You can right now. I think the only thing left for him to do right now is just tell us that Jesus is on his way. We found him, and I know you've been praying a long time, and you've been saying, "Lord, one day Jesus is gonna come," and we know the date of his arrival. No, he's finally on his way, and the date of the arrival is this day and that day. I mean, how desperate? How desperate? But I'm trying to tell the people, them don't be fooled by this, because here's the thing: all these things that they're promising now, that they're going to be doing now, and that they're giving out now, they could have done this a long time ago. Just like he said, the money to fix all the roads is there, has been there. I know me says so, him says so. The money to fix all the road has been there. My question is, why do y'all always hold it till it's an election year? And then you use it as a political pawn kind of situation. It's like, vote for me and you get this. The best time to give them something is round election time, because they'll remember then that you gave them something. But if you give them 2 years before, 3 years before election, them not gonna remember by the time election time come. So why are they always politicizing the better that they can do for the people? 6 million US dollars. The man said, what? Go look it up. Google it. $1 billion earmarked for Ocharias market. Look that up. 1 billion. The man not even stop at 100 million. The man said 1 billion with a B. I saw. You know how much hospital want fix up? You know how many hospitals don't have the proper equipment that's needed in there. That's why when people get anything serious, they have to end up begging to go overseas. And you about to use 6.6 million, almost 7 million US dollars for revamp the market at Ocharias. And then here's another one. 80 beds. 80 beds are supposed to be added to some hospital. I don't know if a Savalamar hospital or some other hospital. I forgot which one. I don't want to lie. Because I know they watch and I know they fact check and they'll probably be like, watch him lie. I thought another hospital there. One of the hospital them I promised 80 bed now. When before they said that the hospital didn't have enough space to put beds in. But now the hospital is getting the beds without space. Y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We know it's politics at play, but I'm trying to tell the Jamaican people, don't make them ring you around and twist you up. All right, vote, but don't vote with your favorite party mind. Vote, but make your vote make sense. In other words, I'll say it again out loud: hold no love for any of these parties, no commitment to any of these parties. This is how we end in this video this morning. Hold no love and no commitment to any of these parties, because them not have no love and no commitment for you. If you notice, you always get some big promise and then you vote, and then you probably get one and two of the things them out of the promise, but the other 10 you never get. And then by the time election come around again, them promise you the same thing them again, and they give you two more so you can vote for them again. But then the other 8 you still never get. So it's like a carrot being dangled in front of the donkey, and the donkey keeps following the carrot. And every now and then, the carrot swinging off this way for the donkey can crunch. One little piece, the carrot keeps swinging, the donkey keeps following. Don't make them take you for ass. That's where I'm leaving it this morning. Half of that going into the top-notch pockets. 6 million US dollars. First thing I thought was, did Usain Bolt get him money back yet up at SSL? Yo, wicked. Wicked. But shout out to Andrew Holness the same way, man. He's a politician, and politicians do what politicians do, right? That's why the people them need to educate themselves and do what they need to do. Snatch back your power and move like you're powerful. With that said, we're going to leave it right here this morning. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. Don't try no weed tea. especially if you're a novice to this and don't know what to do. Leave it to those who know how to do it. Manners and respect. Walk good. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here. God spare my life. All right? I'm out. Peace.